There's the difference between skunks and coons. When you come out on a coon and they get into the pecans over there, you say, "What's up?" They take off. Skunk just looks at you and says, "You want to get sprayed, motherfucker?" You do know Dad has a 30-30 in the. Like saying, that's who's out to tell Dad is having the party in the cat room. Why Sly doesn't want to go in there. It's a skunk. It's not a raccoon. Yeah. With skunks, shit. Dad uses 30-30. What are you gonna do? You gonna catch it in the cage? What are you gonna do with it? Well, you gotta have like a chem suit to come up, get a stick, put it in the back of the truck, and then you gotta get it out of the cage, right? So now with skunks, when they get that brazen and stuff, you just get to the point where it's like, you just got to take the gun and shoot it. Because it's gonna keep coming in doing whatever it wants because it knows it can spray you and it knows you're putting out pheromones saying, okay, I don't want to get sprayed. See, there it is right there. See it? See, they're very brazen. They'll do whatever they think they want to do because they'll spray you, all right? And so they have that, and you're just like, okay, I just may have to go get the 30-30, line it up, and be Dad and just shoot it instead of have Dad do it, you know, because they're just pushy. They come up and they think they could do whatever the hell they want. They're kind of like all of you, you know, and that's hard. It's hard to be put in that kind of situation. And I know the skunk's just doing what a skunk does to survive and everything. Like, yeah, but you shouldn't have to live in, you know, hey, you shouldn't have to live in a life where you're sitting there having to be terrorized by a little stinky critter. That's what I told you when Dad shot that skunk. It was a little one. And everybody, oh, that's horrible what he did. No, it's just, I see this Homeland Security, DARPA, NASA, NSA, and FBI, and CIA. And that's what he was shooting. When you get to that point, because you try to make it more convenient for your cats, get your rats and your mice and stuff like that to keep them out of your food, to keep you from being sick, right? And then so with a skunk, no. Ellie Mae Clampett, you guys just gotta understand what you're doing. And you gotta understand your reality. And you gotta understand how to deal with this stuff. And you can't be, you know, you either are eaten by the wolf pack, or you domesticate the dog and you survive the wolf pack and live the life you're given by the glory of God. You know, you don't give in to bullying, right? And most people don't understand that. Because this brazen little skunk right there in the tree, just like, you know, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Because I know what I can do. Right? And I'm just like, wow. Which agency skunk is that? Right, Patel, is that yours? Noam, is that yours? Holman, is that your skunk? What's the difference? The difference is that's an animal doing what an animal needs to do to survive. And I could probably come up with some kind of technology to scare the animal away so it goes somewhere else. And other people have to deal with it, or it goes out in nature and wherever, you know, it's in nature what it needs to survive, but doesn't come and be brazen and spray on all of us to get what it wants or needs. Right? So, I'm a human being, and I understand that I'm supremely intelligent, to Richard Dawkins, to Brian Cox, to Neil deGrasse Tyson, to Michio Kaku. I didn't think I was, because people would tell me about XP. I just don't pay attention, care enough. I just don't care enough to put it to memory. My life's eternal grace. In fact, I told you in high school I was in advanced math classes. The mom was all excited. They put me in advanced classes, and some classes they thought, well, he's like a savant, or he's this and that. It's like, no. If it's aggressive, if it's excessive, compulsive, and aggressive and violent, I quit participating. Sports, right? I was better at sports. I was a better coach than my coach by the time I was like 14. Okay? But I quit playing because they would do things that were just to win. And I would tell them that was uncouth and immoral, and I wouldn't do it. And then they abused the hell out of me. Or they would be the gossip about my reputation, because I'd use my reputation to protect the bullied from the bullies. And most of the bullies were the jocks. Okay? Most of the bullies and the reason why a lot of the other kids become thugs and gangbangers, because they're either don't want to deal with the jocks because they can't stand them, or they're just not very good jocks. And they get tired of being bullied by them, so because they run the school and they're there, and then they turn into gangbangers, or like on a fucking what's that? Grease, And so it becomes a war, a turf war, and things like that. And what you need to realize is you're a human being, and you're not an animal, and you're not a mascot. Okay, and you need to tell people, your fucking money ain't real, but my life and time is. Okay, and time with my mother, and time with my family, time with my wife and my children is more important than being a dick measuring contest winner for you assholes. Right? No, for a lot of people, it's their dick measuring contest. I want to win 4 Super Bowls. You're like, why? Most of them are probably engineered by gambling syndicates and marketing syndicates because you were the most marketable commodity. It really didn't have anything to do with the fact that you were better than everybody else. You should have lost 4 times, but you didn't, because it was manipulated by marketing and gambling syndicates. Right? So you just got to understand how people work. How many of you are skunks? And so, this is a brazen little son of a buck, man. Yeah, Dad, we may have to. I'll talk to Dad about it. Like, that's what it is. It's a skunk. That's who's coming in the cat room and eating all the stuff. And it scratched the stuff and got into the cat box, but it didn't use the cat box. Yeah, it's a bigger one, and it runs around with its tail up all the time, sticking it towards you every 10 seconds, whether it needs to or not. Yeah, reminds me of most of you. So, wow. Yeah. That skunk is kind of a synopsis of my time in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Yep, it is. I've been through this stuff. I was born, to life's eternal, grace is infinite, and the spirit of King David is the eternal light of faith, the anointed one, the enlightened one, And they do in other cultures have that too. Yeah. But the people that have the aggressive, violent, sex cult things in the market corner on migration, on places with the best collective thought transmission and reception, are in the Middle East, and then migrated from the Middle East, and then aggressively took over this region to manipulate the communications of the world, which it says in all the books, right? Hey! See, it doesn't even move. It's completely blatant. It just walks right up there. I should go get the 30-30 and just shoot the son of a bitch, but wait till it gets away from her because I don't want to smell it in my shade. Yeah. Really should. It's just sitting right there. See it? Because it doesn't think I'll shoot it. Oh, if I shoot it, it's not going to smell any pheromones. I'm just going to take it up, line it up, and pow. And then go, damn, it's going to smell. But I'll wait till it's got that nice big white back. So I'll just wait till it gets further away, and then Pepe the Pew, That kind of annoys me. So I'm going to have to try not to take it out on the skunk. But it's been a little pain in the ass. Yeah, it does whatever it wants to do. Like the raccoons. I catch the raccoons and I haul them off to White Sands, but the other side of the mountain. But I ain't going to. No, you can't haul that. That's a big fat raccoon. I mean, big fat skunk, man. That's got gets fat. That sucker is as big as the raccoon almost. How do you get in and out of the damn cat door? I should put a lock on it, huh? Hey, do you work for NASA or Homeland Security? What do you think? Yeah, it's not even. It's so brazen. It's just sitting there. It ain't. It's just ignoring me and eating pecans. Reminds me of all of you assholes. Yeah. Might as well work at New Mexico State for the blue pill or the red pill. Remember that with those two assholes at Corbett? Yeah. Rockefeller told me numerous times, man, in prayer and stuff before I got here. And then even after I got here, when I was dealing with all that stuff before he passed away, No, they're the little assholes. Over and over again. They'll gladly kill over me and my grandpa's money watching you and Jesus die, Parsons. Those little genome sequencing, home invasion, child molesting perverts. Mr. Rocket Scientist at Motel Boulevard and stuff, his old lady. I'm a rocket scientist. You're a liar. You're so full of shit. Just because people write down on a piece of paper, no, we're not going to mass murder the poor for money with technology, doesn't mean that's what's happening. Okay, but I'm down to say you should not, okay, be violent and kill other human beings because you're being abused by violent human beings. Okay, if they come into your house and they're going to kill you and you have a gun, I guess you could, use it and kill one of them, try to protect yourself. But what good is that going to do? You're going to run and they're going to have a free license through their linguistics and they're agree to language and paper that they can kill you. Like they did with me when they kidnapped the kids and then had the sheriff's deputy show up and scared as shit, It's like, so if I got violent and tried to get the kids back, what kind of life would we have had? Right? Now, shooting a skunk so it doesn't terrorize my cat and spray in the house or spray on dad if he goes in there to turn off the light and feed the cats. And that's a radically different situation. Okay? But dealing with human beings that can use pieces of paper and pens and a bunch of assholes that sign pieces of paper and pens and say they're a law is radically different. Okay? Oh, trust me, I'm way more intelligent than the handlers of Donald Trump and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Oh, trust me. I can assess situations without having to go into deep, complex thought and make the right decision right on the spot. And be able to kill the person that's abusing me at that point, right there with my bare hands, faster than he can shit his pants or piss his pants. Or she, whoever, whatever. Yeah. I didn't know until they physically tried to attack me. I had many times in my life where I thought it was fantasy, because of what I was going to do to really violent, vicious people that were, I had to end up in a confrontation with. And it always ended good for me. And they always told me it was because they were feeling generous and didn't want to kick my ass or go to jail today. It's like, okay, whenever you want to kick my ass or go to jail, you can come on over. Right here. You want to talk to the skunk? You're funny. I know. So, yeah, that little sucker's a little shit. That is one little turd, man. It's a big one, too. I'll have to tell Dad, that's our issue, man. It's a fucking skunk. Yeah. I don't know what he's going to do, We'll see. Want to shoot it? We may have to end up finally doing that. Yeah, we might have to. Because it is so fucking brazen. I mean, you saw it. I sat there and yelled right at it, and it just, what you gonna do? I won't say a damn thing if I go put the bird shot in that. I won't say a damn thing. I'll wait till it walks far enough away and it's not too close to the house, and I'll line it up and get close enough, because it's bird shot. I'll have to get close enough to it and then make sure I'm downwind from the south end and plow like Dad did, shoot it from look it in the eye and shoot it. Don't shoot it from behind, because then the spray will come out that back end and get you. So you want to be standing in front of it if you're shooting a skunk. It makes sense? Yeah, it does. It still stings, but most of the stuff goes out the rear end, and so it goes that way. Yeah, our front of our house stunk for about a week after he shot it. Yeah, this one's bigger, so it has a lot more stank. Like when they get hit by a car and shit. Yeah, it's no fun. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish shooting hoops for another 15 minutes here or so. Then we'll go load this up. And yeah, I do mean to be a better person than you. You know, I choose to have faith in God. I choose to be faithful. I choose to do it without fear. And I choose to do it because life's eternal and grace is infinite. And I choose to love children. And I want children to live free from your egotistical abuse. So yeah, I choose to be better than you. You can choose to be as good as me. But it is now you choose to invent an alter ego that you think is better than me, which is obviously not. And the evidence of my life was written down before I was born. And the obviousness of your life was the reason why we have the evidence of mine. All right, guys? It was an interesting little thing. You know, skunkaroonies, skunkers. Okay, he can call me Flower if he wants to.